Hey everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media. And if you are a physical media collector, you know exactly what time of year it is. The Barnes & Noble Criterion collection sale has kicked off, so you knew I had to go up there and see what I could find. Today I have a stack of 7 titles that I've picked up over the about a week or so, I guess this sale has been going on, and it has been a ton of fun. So let's not waste any time at all. Let's dive right into the first Barnes & Noble Criterion Collection haul of the year. I think this is the first official Criterion haul that I've done where everything is 4K. That's not happened previously, so that part's pretty cool. And on top of that, everything I'm showing today is a blind buy for me. And I know some of you watching are already going to be instantly annoyed by that, but that's how I do a lot of my Criterion purchases. I've been collecting the Criterion collection since about 2008, 2009, somewhere in there, and almost all of the ones that I've picked up have been blind buys, except for some of the more well-known titles like The Breakfast Club or Princess Bride, things like that. But that's how I love collecting Criterion. If you don't want to do it that way, that's totally understandable. But for me, that's what I enjoy doing. So all of these today are blind buys, and I'll go through them mostly in spine order, but there is one that I'm going to throw in the middle. You'll see why. But anyway, first up today, we have spine number 1241, Paper Moon. This is from 1973, directed by Peter Bogdanovich. This is a movie that I've heard really good things about. It was one that when it was announced wasn't on my radar at all, but then I started watching some reviews on it and it just gets a lot of praise. So I'm very intrigued to see what it has to offer. I guess it is takes place in the Great Depression era. This is a father and a daughter, and essentially they're con people. So we'll see how this one goes. He's a con man selling Bibles or something like that. But yeah, I'm very intrigued on this one. This is Paper Moon from 1973, spine number 1241. This next one looks really good, and it was all the rage because it came out right around the time when Gene Hackman passed away, who stars in this movie. This is Night Moves, which is spine number 1255 from 1975. The reason I picked this one up is because it is supposed to be a neo-noir film, which I love that style, and so I'm hoping this one is as good as some of the other neo-noirs I've seen, specifically from the Criterion collection. I did a whole month, man, this was probably 2 or 3 years ago now, where I watched neo-noir each week in the month and reviewed it here on the channel, and all of them were Criterion titles. Loved all of them. So I'm hoping this one falls into that same category as well. And I'm excited to check it out. This one's directed by Arthur Penn, From 1975, we have Night Moves, spine number 1255. This next one is the most recent film in today's haul. This is Anora. This is from 2024 and spine number 1259, directed by Sean Baker. Sean Baker is a very well-known director, especially now after Anora won, 5 Academy Awards at the Oscars this year, which is crazy, including Best Director, Best Lead Actress, and Best Picture, I believe. So yeah, this one should be really well done, but this is a weird one because I feel like it has a lot of critical praise, but when it comes to how much fans liked it or just film people liked it, I feel like it's a little bit more mixed. So I'm curious to see where I'll fall. Now, obviously, I love Mickey Madison because she's from the Scream franchise and she's just great in that. So that's really the main reason I want to check this one out. So we'll see what I think of Anora once I get around to it. From 2024, we have spine number 1259, Anora. Moving over to something completely different, we have a musical here. This is The Wiz from 1978. Lots of 70s movies in today's haul. And this is spine number 1264. I was so excited when this one first got announced because I've never sat down and watched it from start to finish, at least that I recall, but I have heard the music quite a bit over the years. So because of that, I had to add it to the collection. I'm guessing it's going to look incredible. And the fact that it's directed by Sidney Lumet is just interesting to me. Essentially, this is just another take on the Wizard of Oz story. So we'll see how this one is. I'm very excited for it. We have The Wiz from 1978, spine number 1264. So another 70s movie, which was completely by happenstance. I did not set out to pick up a bunch of 70s films today, but this is Sorcerer, spy number 1267 from 1977. So this is a William Friedkin film, which that alone got me curious about this one, but one that I definitely need to sit down and watch. I've heard really great things about it. It's a war-related film about, I believe it's like people transporting bombs or something like that, and so it's incredibly tense. So we'll see if this one is any good or not. Really excited to get around to this. This is Sorcerer from 1977, spy number 1267. Next up is the one where the spy number is completely out of order, but this is spy number 36, The Wages of Fear from 1953. So this is one that was interesting to me. I always heard about it over the years. I remember the other, like the Blu-ray cover for this very vividly, but I didn't have it in the collection. Well, when I picked up Sorcerer, I started watching some other, Criterion hauls, and it turns out a lot of people have been calling The Wages of Fear, rather, Sorcerer, a remake of The Wages of Fear. That's not exactly the case. The Wages of Fear is adapted from the same book that Sorcerer is adapted from. So while they're not exactly a remake of one another, they're obviously going to hit some of the same beats, given that they are an adaptation of the same book. So because of that, I had to add this one to the collection once I added Sorcerer. So I went back yesterday and picked this one up, and I'm very excited to see what it's all about. You can see right there from the cover, that has to be a still from the movie. That just looks awesome. I've heard incredible things, so very happy to add this to the collection finally. The Wages of Fear from 1953, spy number 36. So if it's not the 70s, apparently today it's the 50s, because this one is from 1953, spy number 1269, The Big Heat. And this one just released this week, so I definitely wanted to pick this one up. Just went up there yesterday, in fact, to grab this one and Wages of Fear, and I'm very happy that this is in the collection. So this is a film noir, and I've already talked about how much I like neo-noir. Of course, you don't have neo-noir without film noir, and every film noir I've ever seen, I have enjoyed to some degree, and this one I've heard is just one of the masterpieces of film noir, so had to pick it up. Very excited to check it out and see what it's all about, and it's directed by Fritz Lang. I mean, you can't go wrong when Fritz Lang directs a film. He's fantastic. Very happy to add The Big Heat to the collection, spy number 1269 from 1953. All right, so that is my first 7 of this Criterion Collection sale, and I say it in virtually every video I do in July when it comes to these, that I don't know that there's a whole lot more I need to pick up, but then more videos come out, more recommendations come out, and I end up at Barnes & Noble or ordering on Amazon. I don't even think I mentioned that. Paper Moon was actually an Amazon pickup for me. I grabbed that one for under $20. That's something to really pay attention to, because some of the price matching on Amazon is actually going to be lower than what you can get in stores. For example, the David Bowie film, Moon Age Daydream or something like that, that 4K went down to $20 yesterday. I didn't end up picking it up. I don't know if I'm going to like that one or not, so I didn't grab it. But if you're interested, check it out. You might be able to find it still. So definitely check Amazon as well, because you might get an even better deal there. But if you just want to support Barnes & Noble, I totally respect that and get that as well. So that's where I picked up most of my items. But anyway, that is it for today. I want to hear from you guys down below, though. What items have you picked up from the Criterion Collection sale? Are you going the Barnes & Noble route? Are you going Amazon route? Which way are you going this time around? And give me other recommendations. Anything else you think I might love that I may or may not have, let me know. I have a pretty large Criterion collection at this point, so chances are, even if I haven't seen it yet, it might be in my collection already. But hey, leave the recommendation down there and I will definitely take a look. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for making it all the way to the end here. I hope you enjoyed the video, and before I let you go, I'll just encourage you all to consume some media today. Thanks again for watching, and I will catch you all next time.